I believe that God is everywhere. Not just within the four walls of a church, but everywhere. Whether it be pop culture songs, or whether it be cartoons or anything else, God will be present. So we're going to have a series of videos that show where God is all around us. If you have any ideas for videos, post them below. One of my favorite communion hymns of all time will not be found in any hymnal, won't be sung in any church that I'm aware of, because it is Raise Your Glass by Pink. In the chorus of the song, it starts with, "So raise your glass if you are wrong in all of the right ways." Raise your glass. Where do we possibly see a raising of a glass in worship? As you probably figured out, it's at communion, where we raise a glass and proclaim that this is the blood of Christ, shed for the forgiveness of all sins. For the forgiveness of all. What a powerful message that is. And this raising of a glass. And we will be nothing but loud, nitty, gritty, dirty little freaks. I love it. Because that's what we're meant to be. The more we sit off in high towers, the more we sit back and go, I need to be pure and undefiled, and so I can't possibly do these other things in life. The more we are avoiding the real world. Where we belong as people of faith, where we belong is down in the trenches of life. We belong with all those who are suffering in this world. We belong in the dirt of life, so that we may walk beside our brothers and sisters who have been neglected by the society that tells us about all these things that are important but really aren't. For anything that neglects our brothers and sisters is not important. So we belong in the dirt of life. And in doing so, we might appear to be a little bit freaky. After all, we're doing all these wrong things or right things, or however you want to describe it. We're being different from everybody else. And that makes us freaks. And that is a good thing indeed. Because if we are not freaks, if we are just going with all the society tells us we're supposed to do and just want to fit in line and not stick out, we're missing the whole point. Why would we ever want to do that? To just blend into society, to think that if we just are here, that's good enough. We need to embrace our freakiness instead of trying to hide away. Wish you just freak out? How often do we sit on the sidelines? How often do we just sit back and say it's not affecting me? How often do we see injustice in the world and we remain silent? The church needs to freak out. All of us as people of faith need to freak out and say, enough! Enough of this. Enough of pushing our brothers and sisters into the mud. Enough of the violence. Enough of the hate. Enough of the neglect. Enough of it all. Because if we are not freaking out at the pain and the suffering of this world, if we are just neglecting it all, then we are not living out our calling. We are not bringing the good news to the world that we are called to bring. And so we need to freak out. We need to go out and to exclaim all that God has done for us and all that God calls for us to do. Don't get fancy, just get dancy. Why so serious? Well, how often do we sit back, try and get everything perfectly planned out before we do anything, and find out that we never did anything because nothing was perfect? Fearing rejection, fearing we might mess up. Get over it. We are called to go and to do, and we put the results on God. And don't be so serious about ourselves. Instead of being serious all the time and trying to be, okay, well, I am a Christian and I have to be prim and proper. No. No, God called you to be who you are, not some stereotype. Be you, and don't take yourself so seriously that you can't take a joke. Because if you can't take a joke, you're missing out on a lot of fun. Don't be so serious, but embrace the joy and the differences that God has made with all of us. I hope you found this helpful. If so, leave a comment below. If you think I'm insane, leave a comment below. If you are pink, thank you for watching.